go over the key elements that I saw in the live stream for the esports reveal. There are many things that we saw competitively that they really put a lot of work into and a lot of change into the competitive aspect that I want to go over. So one thing being, if you guys did watch the live stream before the games actually start, they have a pre-match system now where first you start off with a ban/protect system where like when you play into a game of league play now, everything is allowed, everything that's in the game is allowed, but the thing is you are allowed to ban certain things that you do not want in the game, or you could protect certain things that you want to use for your team. So that's really interesting. It's kind of like how it was with like League of Legends and certain games. Honestly, you could say, oh, it's a little bit copied, but honestly, I feel like it's a really good system for Call of Duty that should have been implemented a while back, because back in the day with like league play, there were already things automatically banned from the start, and it kind of made no sense because you're somewhat forced to use certain weapons. But now with this system, you're able to ban certain weapons that you do not want the opposite team to use, or you want to protect certain weapons that you want to use specifically in the game. And it really puts a lot of great, interesting tactical play when you're going to play a game of league play or competitive, whatever it may be. Moving on from that though, after you do the ban/protect voting system part, what you do next is you choose your specialist abilities. And I already know there was a lot of controversy involving these specialist abilities. You know, people would say, oh, it was somewhat taken from Destiny, which not even somewhat, it kind of was taken, because Vandahar was a really big fan of Destiny and Bungie, so they really wanted to implement this. Not allowed to use, and whatever is protected you are allowed to use, and it is safe. And after that, you edit your score streaks, and then you are good to go to play your competitive match on Call of Duty Black Ops 3. So now, moving on to the game mechanics of Call of Duty Black Ops 3, what I saw in the esports reveal when these 8 competitive players did play, I want to really pop the question right off the bat, what you guys probably going to be asking right now if you haven't watched it. How is the advanced movement on Black Ops 3? Is it really game breaking? Is it super fast paced like it was in Advanced Warfare? The answer to that would be no. There is obviously advanced movement used, but it really isn't used too much whatsoever based off what I saw in the esports reveal. Like most of the thrust jumping and the wall running is only really used to get from place to place. It really isn't used as a tactic to be able to, you know, win a gunfight. You really wouldn't be seeing people thrust jump shooting or like, you know, wall running all the time, because it's not really needed so much. You're gonna be honestly more vulnerable using those advanced movements rather than sitting on the ground. So honestly, most of the gunfights are on the ground. Like 80% of the time you're going to be on the ground shooting people. You know, the only time you're going to be actually moving around with the thrust jumps or things that I saw in Black Ops 3 were almost the same as I saw in Black Ops 2, and I think that's a good thing. I don't really think that's a bad thing whatsoever to see some of the same stuff in Black Ops 2. Like most of the score streaks are the same from Black Ops 2. Like you got the V-set, you got the Hellstorm, you got the Lightning Strike, you got the simple UAV that you see in every single Call of Duty. You know, that's really good. I like that because I like Black Ops 2, and it was a really successful game, probably my favorite CODs of all time in my own opinion. And looking at the guns as well, most of the guns that I saw were actually pretty well balanced from looking at the gameplay. You know, I saw most of the competitive players using all kinds of guns. Like I saw the Kuda, which was probably the most popular, right next to the M8 and the Man O' War, and I also saw like the HVK. I saw the snipers. You know, a lot of things were used. Like it's almost the same balancing as it was with Black Ops 2, and the balancing in Black Ops 2 was pretty okay, I'll say that, compared to Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare, you know, it was only like those 2 main guns that really dominated the land space, and you know, variants were in there too. There's no variants in Black Ops 3, so I think that's a really good thing. I honestly think gun balancing in Black Ops 3 will be good, but we still have time to experience the game for ourselves. If you do have the access to the Black Ops 3 beta, you definitely have the time to check out, you know, how it is yourself, probably even make some gameplays out of it. We're probably in the Bolt community. We're gonna try to get a lot of great Black Ops 3 beta gameplays for you guys also. But yeah, overall, Black Ops